What is up? Welcome to the Season 2 finale, where we actually have a chance of making it to round 6 in the FA Cup. As you can see, there is 16 teams left, and we're one of them. So we're looking to make it to the quarters. We also have 11 games left in the league. And obviously, because of what I said last episode, we'll be quick simming all of them. I'll be showing 2 slow sim matches. One of them might have to be the FA Cup, in case we make it through. Because I really do want to show playoffs for 3 points, technically, from having a good chance, because we have a game in hand on Barnsley, same amount of games played against Blackpool with the same points, just a very, very poor goal difference. We are literally the lowest scoring side in the top half of the table, and in fact, you have to wait until you get to 18th to find someone who's actually scored less than us even. That's why I say more than us. We are in fact joint 4th lowest with Sheffield Wednesday. So, we're not doing so good in the scoring department. We have been good scoring goals in the FA Cup, and as you can see there, the first game of the month is also the one guaranteed game that you will see me play this entire episode. Unless I decide to show the next game if it's a high-leveled opponent in the FA Cup if we win, and if I don't want to show the semi-finals and just quick sim those or slow sim them for you guys to watch. So yeah, see you in a couple of seconds against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Okay, we're here for Wolves. They play a 5-2-3. They pretty much almost play the exact same as West Ham did, and we all know how that turned out. I'm actually going to show you something, because we made a tweak of tactics. Wingers are now on versatile. Cairns is being a bit holding. We want more defensive coverage. I am going to change the tactics and maybe the formation for next season. Maybe just be the tactics. I might change to a 2-striker formation, but that will probably be, I might make a new tactic for that and just keep this as our bog standard. Nice formation. We have some different tactics for certain positions we're going to try next season. But for now, we're gonna try and beat Wolverhampton Wanderers at home in a cup game that could be very, very poor for us. I also have an idea, if we do make Championship next season, kind of built on the storyline that I will probably say at the start of the season. I have an idea for if we do or don't get promoted, just so then we can make it as realistic as possible, as that's a good interception by Cairns. Like, this is all we can do. Intercept and try. I also went back to dynamic, which was the one we played against West Brom, because it actually does work. And this is beautiful football. Already. Can we play this to Fernandez? No, we cannot. Well, Cairns made a good interception. And you can just look at the pace. And it's 100 matches for us. 2 seasons it's taken us. And that's offside. It's a good defensive shape. But this is going to be a tough game. To Seth. Play the through ball to O'Connor. Take a touch. Go around the defender. Have a strike. It's another save. It's another save. Alright, what can we do from the corner? Geely, you're going to have to put a beautiful cross in to Farino's head. And Johnston picks it up. We're not really being the greatest from corners this season. Oh, Fernandez has just been done by Nunes. Oh, that's embarrassing. And Sykes is considering retirement. I mean, it's one way to leave the club. We'll make sure you play the final game of the season. Well, the league season. Now play the through ball to Geely. Come on, 1-2s, 1-2s. Oh, beautiful. Geely. Back to Seth. It's going to get intercepted. It's corner. Another corner. I might try a left footer. Do we have a left footer? Reed's a left footer. Alright, try an in-swinger this time. To Farino's head. Gets onto it. But it was quite comfortably blocked, let's be honest. It was a tame effort. They are a very good passing side, Wolves. They're showing it now. Bueno versus Hansen. This is going to be a battle that Geely really should be coming back. Versatile wingers means that they're not tracking back. You can see it there. They are staying up. Versatile may not actually be the greatest. After all our good work, it's 1-0, and let's be honest, it's a scoreline that's not going to surprise anyone if it reads 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers. But with the way we've played, we surely should be the team that's leading. Reed chips it out to Geely. Geely, whip the ball in. Never mind, it goes backwards. Now Seth has it. Finds Reed. Geely. Can we fluctuate something out of it? And the ref's like, no, you can't. We were just about to go in, whip the ball around. And the ref's like, no, never mind. Nunez is just going to run with it. Whips the ball in. We're going to get it cleared for the time being. Farino, tackle. Someone make the tackle on the striker. It's just high. And that probably should have been 2-0. We're just gonna have to play this smartly. Tell Fernandez to run. If he has the pace on Nunez, Nunez will challenge. Back to Cairns. O'Connor. Seth. Couldn't get the ball out his feet. Do we need to start playing with the attack focus? I think we're gonna have to. Tactical focus, we're gonna have to go more attacking. And this is all they're doing now, and it's just winding us down. Hansen, where is your strength, bro? You've just been bodied. That's just a strike. Oh dear, dear, we are in trouble. I think that's our FA Cup run coming to an end. Arakadori, don't know who he is, but he's got 2 goals against us. Just simple as you like. Hull just can't get close enough, and I do just cannot save that. Oh well. Let's try and get a goal. Give something for the fans to cheer about. Seth, line 1. And it's a handball. I might have to change the handballs onto outside the box. I think the referee might be blind. You know, we'll take the opportunity while we can. O'Connor steps up. Plants it top corner. We'll take it. I think we're going to have to take it off of the penalties. And maybe just set it to the free kicks. Because I don't think that was actually a penalty. I think he actually got subbed off because of it. That's a handball. I can agree with that one. You can see that from a miles away. Probably should have made changes. The striker's taking the free kick. Seth's our furthest man forward. Now Seth's gonna play it to O'Connor. Is he through? Can he get through? Past Nunez? No. He's gonna wait for Seth to run. And it gets intercepted. And it's gonna be full time. And extra time it is. Fernandez is gonna have to get out to Lopez. Early ball in. Hansen deals with the threat. Falls to Adu. This game is turning into basketball very quickly. Hurry. Reed. Plays the through ball to Valiant, who turns, shoots, and just misses the goal. Oh, he would have been loved by the fans if we could have went 3-2 up. Hansen wins. Curry. Valiant is open. Takes the finesse shot and scores! And we're into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup if we can just keep it. He's being adored by the fans now. Can Valiant send us through to the quarters? If he sends us to the quarters, I don't think we want him to go. We'll want him to stay. He's gonna be a hero. His one season wonder. His one wonderful goal. And we're through to the quarterfinals. From 2-0 down to win 3-2 in extra time. And who are we gonna face? Alright. This is the day after. So you can see, 31st of March. It's been rescheduled. There's 3 matches being rescheduled. Who are we facing? So Wigan's been rescheduled to the 13th. So who's in between those matches? We are facing the last team to make it to the quarters in Brighton and Hove Albion. You know what? I actually think that's okay. I would have loved Lincoln City since they somehow knocked out Manchester United and made it a League One. One of us was guaranteed to get to the semis. But at least we didn't go up against City. So you know what? I think we've got lucky. Alright, I've chosen we're going to play this match because we're at home. It's against Brighton, who have a really, really good squad. I'm kind of regretting doing this. But hey, you have to be in it to win it, right? So yeah, we'll just go into it. This will pretty much influence what game you're either going to see. Based on stuff. I can already confirm that Arsenal and Manchester City have made it to Wembley. And this is just not going to go well for us unless we can do what we did against Wolves, which is show signs of promise and get lucky with the thing, because that change won't happen until Season 3. That's a free ball to Fernandes that is onside. You can see they have Marcus Araujo. And O'Connor's going to bang one. And Van Bergen's had to come into an early save. I was just about to say, we probably should show signs of promise like against Wolves. And we're doing that now. Corner kick. It's gonna fall to Max Lowe. Okay, we need to change these corner kicks for in-swingers. We're gonna try and find Farino's head. We're gonna do this instead. Farino's gonna try and pull away from his man. It goes front post. That's not really where we wanted it to go. And lacks mobility. That's probably the issue. Matoma. Oh, it's barred even. It's not Brad, it's barred. Hull, Hansen. Progress it forward to Seth. That's not how you play a good ball to your left winger. Evan Ferguson is back at Brighton after his loan spell, which could cause a lot of trouble. Low, come on, let's tackle the Irishman. It's an Irishman versus Irishman duel up top. Araujo can't get past Fernandes, who actually somehow has a bit of pace. You know what? We'll take it. Any bit of pace is a good bit of pace. Hansen, Geely. Just have to keep passing around, Seth. This is just not what we want. Perfect though. And we've got the gap because we made them commit extra men forward. Geely. Chip ball to O'Connor. Tries to flick it on, but it's a strong 0-0. I'll take a 0-0 at half time. It's a strong 0-0. Brighton don't really have anything to show for it. Now Araujo has it. Igor Van Bergen's just going to have to boot it up with the pressure. Farino, can he win it? He can. Seth. This is now Let's not lose the ball. This is perfect. Play it to Fernandez. Play it across to O'Connor! And it's 1-0 at the 90th minute! Near the 90th minute! And it's 1-0! And we're gonna make it to the Wembley Stadium! The semi-finals are calling our name! And we're going to enjoy this moment. If we can hold on for a couple minutes with Brighton, probably now going to play the fast-paced football that they should be doing from the start of this match. 1 minute at a time, they're going nowhere, they're going backwards, and it's over. We're into the semis, and we're off to Wembley. No matter what happens this season, we will have a ticket to Wembley, guaranteed. Fabian Hertzler cannot believe it. The Brighton players cannot believe it. And we walk away having been the better team with a 1-0 victory. And we're just the giant killers. Alright, after a sprawling 1-0 win against a team, we are now gonna do a bit of a catch up. As you can see, we're 8th. We have 2 games in hand over Barnsley and Plymouth. One of them being Blackpool having the same things. We're not in a good situation. We're now 9 points back from Barnsley. So we probably won't get playoffs the rate we're going. We're starting to lose a lot more games. Like, we have the most draws of everyone on the screen. So we're in a bad place. But there's still hope. Obviously, we now know we booked our ticket to Wembley. And it's now time to find out who we're going to play. Charlton has been postponed to the 28th. That was going to be the game I was going to quick sim. But, I mean, we might as well just play FA Cup days. But might not play this one, depending on who it is. If it's not Fulham, I think we're just gonna have to sim it and watch it while watching it on the stream. And it's Manchester City. Well, we're giant killers, so we'll quick sim this one. Well, not quick sim. We'll slow sim that match. We'll slow sim Charlton. If we somehow beat City, you'll see the quick sim. And if not, we'll probably quick sim Charlton. Because why not? And you'll be able to see those on stream. You might see them as one of the games, depending on what side does better. So if we lose against City, we lose against City. That won't be shown. If we do, Charlton will be shown no matter what. Because that game could be crucial. And that will probably be the game. Because I'm not going to play anymore. Unless it's the FA Cup final or the league final. But we're against City, and I'm now crying because that is literally in 4 games time, and we are just not ready to face a team of that caliber. But yeah, I'll either see you for the quick sim against City or Charlton next up in the episode. Alright, we're in the playoffs. We did it. We're now against Huddersfield Town. And what we're going to do is we're going to quick sim the first leg. And we're going to slow sim the second leg. And we're just going to do it one big motion. You can see the team. We're going to put Kahuri in. He wants to play. We're going to have to change some other things. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a 3-1 defeat in the first leg. Geely goal could be important, but it's a home defeat, an away leg we have to chase. This is not good. If that says youth player unsettled, I'm gonna be pissed because I don't want youth players to be unsettled. Nope, that's just players' contract expiring. We're in the final month. We're in June. As of right now. Web. Email from the League 1 FA. We're manager of the month. Okay, great. Made some great progress. Webb, unfortunately, I don't think will be requiring your services as of next season. Semi-finals. We will be against Reading if we make it. If we don't make it, you'll see the Cheltenham stuff. If we do, I don't think you'll see it. We're gonna slow sim it. We have to win by. We have to win 2-0 essentially against a team that has been better the entire season. We've only picked up form in certain spells for 5-6 games, and then we lose all our work. We've had such an up and down season, and if Huddersfield get the first goal, it's quite easy to say that is our playoff dreams over, and a chance of the championship completely and utterly gone. It's important we get this goal as early as possible, and let's be honest, doesn't look like it's happening. We need to play the ball forward. There's one man up top. Should have maybe thought maybe putting a 2-striker formation out, which I might do that for the second half if we need 2 goals. Oh, this isn't good. This is the one time you wish you were playing. Huddersfield are through. I do with a massive save. But the save doesn't really matter because we just need to be pressuring their goal, not the other way around. O'Connor! Almost. It's what we need though. We need stuff like that. We need moments like that more often. We're gonna make tactical changes for the next half. And I do not care what happens. Fernandez, Cairns, Fernandez whips ball in. O'Connor save. Okay, tactical changes are coming in. For the game. Where's the formation that we must require? Desperate times call for a desperate move. 4-4. We're going to go advance forward and advance forward. Reed is going to be subbed off the pitch. We're going to go wing back and wing back. We're going to play this formation. We're going to play the 2-4-2-2. We're going to sub off Reed. JK, we're going to sub off Cairns. We're going to bring Valiant onto the pitch to start the second half. We are just going to go for it, folks, because there's nothing else to do. If we don't go out with the kitchen sink, did we even try this season? This is all we have to hope for. We have to hope the 2-striker formation works, because I'm going to be making tactics for next season, and this is going to be our attacking formation. So I need to see signs in order to do it. And I mean, it's worked already! We've clawed a goal back! This is a chance. 4-2-4 might work. But is it strong defensively? It could be. But I have heard a little rumour that the board might have to bring me in for the first chat since I've taken over for the club as the manager, because they might have some scary news about next season for what we must do, because apparently we could be under a little financial trouble especially from what happened with that 2 million improvement at the end of last season for getting the title. We might have went under a little bad, a little bad stuff with the board. But the main focus is, can we get a goal? No, we can't. We got a goal, but the home fans are celebrating. And we are in League One. How wonderful. Alright, we've reached the end of the season, folks. Obviously, we didn't make it through. We don't care. We'll either see if it's Reading or Huddersfield, based on the fact that they were the only two teams left since Reading knocked out Barnsley. Yeah, I don't know. We're kinda in the midst because we're apparently meant to have some sort of punishment regarding because of our finances, not from the EFL, from our own board. Apparently the board has given us money from loans. So kind of like the team's in debt in a sense. Which isn't the greatest, I will admit. I'm only hearing this now. Obviously, I don't speak to the boards. The boards don't speak to us. That's why you have never heard the board. They kind of just write stuff and send it to me, and I got the message. Even though my job security will always be safe, we hit our objectives. They felt happy and then realized, oh wait, see the 4 million you made? That has to go to other clubs and to the loans. Because what you don't realize, this club wasn't made 2 years ago. It was made in 2021 in this fictional universe, per se. Every player we bought was bought on installments until I came in and we've bought them outright. So you've had all the players that have left us, so the 3 or 4 that have left us and retired, and other people that have left based on our from our stuff. You can't have a look here. So for instance, Win, 1.9 million we sold him for. He actually got bought for 1.6 million in installments for 5 years that the team is still paying off to this day. Wilkins, he was one of the players that we got for free, so we don't have to worry. Lowe, obviously Farino has been bought fully. Hawkins was someone that we've bought in installments as well. Day, installments. So every player we've brought in has been installments, and it's not really the greatest. Meaning that the 4 million we made has kind of become useless. So the board has decided, as of the start of next season, to use all the money towards scouts and building the academy, which might mean we could run the risk of losing players like O'Connor, maybe Lowe, Hall, Farino, Adu. Valiant's on the way out. Everyone seems to be leaving, but we will be able to rebuild with the academy, and I'm saying this now because it's come to the attention where we might not be able to do well next season. If we struggle because we have to sell players to make the money, I think it's something we need to end September with at least 5 million of player sales. The second we hit 5 million of player sales, that money will be put straight to the loans and all of their stuff. Obviously, I'm playing on Xbox, so I won't be. I'm playing on a console, so you won't see the money will be here in current budget 5 million. What I'll do is I'll put the 5 million into the youth scouts. I'm joking. Whatever money we make at the start of whatever money we get, we'll put in the youth scouts, and the second we build up 5 million of budget, that is it. We don't need to sell anyone else. The money has been paid off. We can't buy anyone with that money. We can only spend, that money will only then be used for sending the scouts outwards, as we've been able to pay off the loans. But naturally, there will still be the loans will be paid off, but the money will still be allowed to use, as the board will then actively give us the 5 million out of their own pockets into the budget, so then nothing has been lost. That is the scenario for next season. It makes it a little bit more realistic because if we went to the championship, it would have been done the same, but a lot more money, which meant we were guaranteed to be relegated. It kind of worked out well because I kind of wanted to do a rebuild or a scenario like this early on because the team has now been existed for 6 years. The team's in debt. You now need to find a stable background. We're in League One. Stable enough to where we could start to regrow. So contracts might have to stop, and we might have to sell a couple important players just to keep this team afloat. But that is for next season. Next episode even to worry about. So I say next season is the next episode. And yeah, until then, I will see you next time. Peace.